legends!
Hey, welcome to Allergies Bites.
But tastes good.
Alright, so today we're making a fat bomb. It's probably not the best day to make one when it's like plus 38.
Everything's melting. I'm melting.
But that's what we're gonna do. We are going to make a... Really, I just looked at the name of it. Okay, Nut Butter Delight.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a peanut butter cup. Sort of.
For me?
It's for Mom.
Oh.
You can use any kind of nuts you want.
Is it carnivore?
No, it's nuts.
Oh.
It's keto. You can use any kind of nuts you want. We're going to be using half a cup of Brazil nuts and half a cup of cashews. But I've used full cups of macadamia or half of the half or whatever you want. But don't forget, each nut has a different thickness when you bring it up. So come on in. This is a really fast and easy and fun. And it tastes good. And it's sweetener free.
Okay.
So score. Ooh. Okay, come on in. So we're going to start off with half a cup of cashews.
Okay.
Throw them in here, and we're going to pretty much make nut butter. Then we're going to put a quarter cup of coconut oil in. And like
ooh, that's soft.
I know, I pulled out the coconut oil out of the cupboard and it's like liquid. I couldn't believe it. That means it's like
hot.
Really hot. I didn't think it was that hot in here.
No, it's a lot cooler in here than it is up there.
I know, I doesn't feel that hot in here, but apparently
and up there,
it is.
cats are melting.
Yeah. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And half a cup of Brazil nuts. And here we go again. Okay.
Are we making a smooth texture?
You can. If you want, you can leave some chunks in there, but...
we don't?
No, because it's for Mom. So we don't. So we got it all nice and there's like tiny little chunkies in here. This is 1.5 tablespoons. So I think it's a little bit too much for each one, but try to give equal parts to 12 cups.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now they're all filled and we're going to stick them in the freezer for, I don't know, 50 minutes to half an hour.
Nice.
Till they get nice and, they need to be hard for the next step.
Okay.
We'll be back.
So what is next?
Okay. I'm using creamy almond butter.
Okay.
Store made. And this is that organic stuff or whatever that the oil settles to the top. So if you can get to the bottom, and I know we mix it too, but it also like separates again. And put a dab on each. So between half a teaspoon and a teaspoon or so, something like that.
Okay.
Just in the middle of each one. Now I used almond butter. You can use any kind of butter you want, even up to peanut butter or whatever.
Homemade too, eh?
It's, yeah, that as well. These are soft. They need to stay in the fridge or the freezer. They do not do good on shelf life because of the coconut oil. They melt really fast.
Melty.
Depending on what kind of nuts you use in the bottom, they will be soft as well. So depending if you want it soft or if you want it firmer, fridge, freezer.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to make the top part. And it's pretty much exactly like the bottom part.
Ooh. Okay.
So we're going to throw in half a cup, it's a little bit of a heaping cup, of cashews. And we're going to mix it the same way. And then the 1/4 cup coconut oil.
Okay.
1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of Brazil nuts, and this time we're also going to put in 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa. It's cacao that we use,
Okay.
so there's no sweetener in it. You can also put in, if you like,
Hot chocolate?
no,
Oh.
1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and you can do some monk fruit or stevia or whatever sweetener if you want. We've done it without sweetener, and it's actually really good even with the cacao in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a huge bitterness taste.
Just depends how your sweetness levels are.
Right. So you can put from a teaspoon of monk to maybe 2 tablespoons, depending where you want your
Or you can put
sweetness
hot
to
chocolate.
be. You and your hot chocolate.
What's wrong with that?
It's plus 30 something. You don't need
So-
hot chocolate. And we're going to do the same thing again. About 1.5 tablespoons and pour it over top.
Not doing my job.
It's okay.
Just in here reading Garfield.
And try to cover up your nut butter chunk.
Okay.
Stop. So you'll have some left over. So all you do is just separate into each. The white, the first layer, you have to be careful that you don't use too much in one. And the chocolate layer, you end up having extra. So just equal it all out.
Okay. Sounds good.
And we had the first layer in for approximately 15 minutes in the freezer. And this one, it'll probably be about 15 minutes to half an hour again. And then they're done.
Awesome.
Oh, I really missed that one. Out of the freezer, about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so.
And into the oven.
Not quite. So, there you go. I usually cut them in 4s and serve them that way.
Okay.
And we store them in the fridge. And
Yep.
that's what you got. And they are amazing.
Awesome.
So I hope you enjoyed the recipe.
Oh yeah.
Fast, easy, and a nice cool treat.
Yeah.
Really
Good.
nutty, chocolatey, and not sweet. See you next time on Allergies Bite.
Bye.
So just one more thing, I forgot. If you want low carb for nuts, I found that Brazil nuts and macadamians are lowest on the chart. And then if you want to do seeds, you can do seeds like pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds. You can make a nut butter out of those kind of things. That works as well. If you don't care about your carbs, go for it. Like whatever you desire.
Oh yeah.
Okay.